Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video by UmbrasDarkness. In today's video, you guys, we've had the new event, the Lost Island beta, for about 24 hours now. There was a couple of hiccups at the beginning, but what we're going to be doing is like my first impressions, things I wish I would have done better, smoother, things like that. All the special lands, all their skills and abilities are in my Discord, so if you're curious about that, my Discord or the live stream yesterday has all of that information. It was one of the first things we went after once we got back into the game. So you can check out the special ants there, because I know a lot of people want that. But that's just not the video for this. On that note, we did reach 4,000 subscribers, so I want to give a huge shout out to everyone for that. We actually gained over 100 subscribers since yesterday, which is mind-blowing, right? At least to me. So if we could, please, Lost Island is going to be the code word for the Google Play giveaway. If you're new to the channel and you don't know, every 500 subscribers, I give away a $20 Google Play gift card. So just Lost Island, and then in a video or two, whatever, we'll pick out a random subscriber doing it the way we used to. So Lost Island will be that code word. Without any further ado, let's get into the hiccups. Alright, you guys, so the first thing that I wish I would have known is that the resource nodes here are super important. So you want to be at 100 stamina when you get in, 100 stamina on all 4 troops, which should be fine because it'll be right after Groundhog. And you're going to get 20 nodes. You want to take 20 level 4 piles as fast as possible. You're going to be able to get nodes, increase nodes up to 200, so you start out with 20. You'll increase nodes by getting honor and by getting alliance influence, and then by unlocking inside of here the season milestones. These will give you nodes as well. So the number one thing that you want to do first is you want to take 20 level 4 nodes. Don't bother with level 5 nodes. Don't bother with anything like that. The reason I say that is if you invade something you can't beat, it'll send you this mail the first time, or at least it did for us. Right, I just sent it out to Diamond Mine level 7. I was just trying out different things, seeing what they were like. And as you can see here, it clearly says T4 troops can beat level 1, T7 troops can beat level 2, T3 troops can beat level 8, T4 beat level 9. Not a big deal. Season troops are the same stats for everyone, so eventually you'll gather enough season troops. That's why you want to take nodes first. Take all 20 nodes, 50 stamina each, and get all 20 nodes going so that way you're gaining stamina. You're gaining special troops. That'll increase your honor. The next thing that I wish I would have known is don't go and enhance all of these buildings, right? I just went and I got crazy. I enhanced my queen. I enhanced all these things. You should be enhancing whatever troop you are. I'm T9 in all my troops. This increases the amount of troops that you gather per hour. So I'm gaining an extra 28. That improves your overall honor ranking, right? So if we go into the Lost Island screen, we go to Season Rewards, check Rankings. We can click this eye real quick, and we can see Season Soldier Ants. One Season Soldier Ant that you collect gives 0.02 honor. So you need 5 seasoned soldier ants to get 1 honor, right? And the more honor you get, right, increases the number of nodes you have, which allows you to gain more seasoned special ants, which allows you to gain more seasoned special ants, which gives you more honor, which gives you better season ranking rewards, which snowballs the entire thing. So you should get this to 22 out of 22. It starts off at 20 out of 20 as fast as possible. And you should be enhancing your barracks to whatever level you can get it to. It should be level 7 free to play after the first day. And that'll just like snowball, right? And then in order to collect your season special ants, you go here and you click on season details. You can see you can collect. This is an hour timer, so you can collect every hour. But you don't have to collect every hour. You can collect every 8 hours, right? Take a nap, go to sleep, whatever. You're still going to collect. You're still going to be fine, things like that. But you collect every hour if you're like at a close honor breakpoint, right? Because at certain honors, again, right, honor levels, you're going to get more nodes. So if your honor, not alliance influence, if your honor is at like 1400, maybe it's worth collecting again to get to 1500 if you're collecting enough, right? Or things like that, just so that way you can get your nodes up and etc. etc. It's a feeding itself pile. The next thing, so that's how these intricacies work. The next thing that I wish I would have known is that everything doesn't come at once. I thought that things like you would open up and you'd get hornets, you'd get geckos, you'd get level 20 insects, you'd get all of this at once. They're not. They're all time gated. These achievements are a joke. Occupy 500 resource nodes. That's a joke, right? You can get 20 person, so 500 is 10, 25 people for 500, and you have 100 people in your alliance. This is a joke. Own 30 alliance towers, a joke, because this is 24 hours before you can ever click this claim. And then before you can hatch, so that's what unlocks Hornets. And then before you can hatch, you have to have this and 24 hours. So you can't even hatch Special Lance for the first 3 days. And then you can claim this. And then we don't know the timelines, right? But you can't even use seasonal special troops until you get to the calm before the storm. So it's not 1 week, right? Because it's not just, okay, each one is 1 day. Right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? We don't know the timelines for all of these. This one's 1 day. This one's 2 days. Who knows how long this one is, right? That being said, it means that the sooner you start getting season special lance, the sooner you'll have 1 full march, which means you'll have a 2nd full march, which means you'll have a 3rd full march. Again, snowball effect. So there should be plenty of time to get it before calm before the storm can be claimed. So it's not even unlocked, and it's not like you have to claim this and then you get all these benefits. You have to also claim this. So it could be like 2 weeks from now. For those that want to know real quick, the season special ants, their stats are better than T10, so it is a level playing field. We still don't know if evolutions impact them at all. There's nothing that says whether or not they do or not. We just know that their base stats are better than a thing, or better than T10s, right? I don't have enhanced T10 data to know if they're equivalent to enhanced T10s. But even if I had enhanced T10s, I'd be using season special ants. Based off of the sheet that I showed you, I would not expect enhanced T10s to be as good as season special ants. I'd expect them to be worse. And then, as you can see, if you press this info, you get them from resource nodes, you get them from anthill enhancement, you get them from alliance fortresses. So there are different levels, level 3 through level 5 so far. Level 6, actually, fortresses. They go up even higher. Those are just the ones that have been taken so far. We took a level 5 fortress like 4 hours into it. We took a level 3 today. I'll be showing a video right now. Hey guys, this is like in the middle of the battle. We've already defeated the troops, but I wanted to show this a little bit. So the way that you do this is your strongest people rally, preferably with a 5-person rally, and you destroy all the troops in there. And then after all the troops are destroyed, you can send in like T1, T2 troops just to hit durability. There's no disadvantage or advantage to using your strongest team, weakest team, so it's a way for everyone to participate. Strongest hitters defeat the troops. Anyone comes in and lowers the durability. Now, if you're curious like what you have, you can just click instructions and it'll give you whatever that thing is. I'll give you first occupied rewards, first alliance to occupy, and then stuff like that, along with the territory buff. And that works anywhere you go, right? So if I click over here, this layer, which I'm not connected to at all, click instructions, there you go. If I try to access someone else's though, right? This is what we get. So let's go over here. Let's click on theirs. If I click on theirs, I can see their buff. I can see that they first occupied it. And I can see exactly what damage and everything else. So you can like start to scout out who's the strongest, who's the weakest, or who's like the most active, at least during the time that they took the Lair. So there are positives and negatives to it. Beyond that, there's not much complicity to a Lair. I will say that level 3 layers are easier than level 5 layers for obvious reasons. But we were taking down a level 5 Lair 4 hours into the event. Almost immediately after I got off stream, we got a DM saying, or a tag in Discord saying to go in and hit the Lair. So this part of the video is going to be added in, clipped in somewhere in here. But I wanted to show you guys just that way everyone had an idea of how this stuff works. All right, thanks. All right, so we've talked about the snowball effect on seasoned soldier ants and how we should take them first. We've talked about the seasoned special ant stats themselves. We've talked about enhancing builds in order to increase seasoned special ant output in order to snowball. The next thing I'd like to talk about is the R3 and above situation. So R3s and above can go here, click this territory button, click alliance buildings, and click build on alliance tower. This is absolutely terrifying. Do not allow just anyone to be in R3. The reason that you don't want that to happen is that you're limited to 550 clay a day. So the 550 clay, you get 100, or it goes up to 180 occupation points, right? And then that's all the clay you get a day. In order to build towers, you have to have clay. In order to go anywhere, in order to fight layers, in order to fight any of that stuff, is you have to have clay. So that battle you guys just watched, or that little clip of what taking a Lair looks like and a strategy for taking a Lair, you have to have clay in order to build towers, in order to get there in the first place. You can't just teleport to a tower and hit it. You have to be adjacent to an alliance tower in order to get there. So what I would recommend, and what we did afterwards, because we didn't know right away, is we demoted a bunch of our R3s. And by I mean Auntie went in and demoted a bunch of the R3s, just so that way, no offense to them, nothing, but, right, 30 cooks here, 12 cooks here, 1 cook there, that's 43 cooks in the kitchen. You don't need 43 cooks in the kitchen. That's too many hands in a pot. So just allow, the trusted people, or the people that are going to listen to the strategist, build towers, right? You should have a couple of strategists be your R4s, and then you should build whatever way they want. Ultimately, as the saying goes, it doesn't matter if what you do is right or wrong. It matters that you do it together. If you have R3s sending you in 7 different directions, you will fail. You want to go to 1 to 2 locations while you're doing this. And you can see that that's a common theme, right? We went one way and we went another way. They went one way, right? They went towards a couple of different wonders and on the way to going there, right? They went one way. They're just going to wonders. They went one way on the way to wonders. One way. Or spread out, but on the way to wonders, right? They're clearly focused on going one wonder, stopping, one wonder, stopping, one wonder, stopping, one wonder, stopping. Or layers, sorry, not wonders. Layers. So you want to be focused on that type of thing, and you want dedication to that type of thing. Residences, layers, they're all different difficulties. I will tell you that we just tried to take down a tunnel right here, right? We're all right here. Tunnel level 5. We've taken down towers, layers level 5. Tunnels are like twice as strong. You're going to need, in order to get a tunnel, you're going to need seasoned special ants. So I would build towards layers and residences in order to boost your output, in order to boost all those things, which I wish we would have known, so that way we weren't wasting initial clay, initial alliance towers, going towards the towers, or going towards the tunnel. I think the reason that they're so difficult is that way everyone has a chance to get seasoned special ants, so that way everyone can try and be on a more even playing field, right? So again, Another reason why you want to get season special ants as early as possible, and then start working on layers. The next thing that I wish I would have known. Stamina is the most important resource that you're bringing into the game. Do not waste stamina sitting idle. Do not waste stamina doing a bunch of rallies. You need to wait, or you need to do rallies efficiently. Maybe not 10 rallies on lizards right now. At least not until your nodes are established, right? So the first 2 or 3 days, let your nodes get established. Take a few layers first. Take a couple of residences first. And then after you have some under your belt and you're building out, go. Your alliance leader or your R4s should be setting times, setting schedules, building things up. Our alliance leader is tagging people and is giving us like, hey, we're going to do this layer at this time. So that way we can space out our stamina to ensure we have full or almost full stamina. So that's the next thing that I wish I would have known, is how important it is for stamina consumption, right? And management. The store is the next thing that I wish I would have known. It's free to play friendly, in my opinion. So it's all bought off of Lost Island fruit. It refreshes once every 7 days. You get one 1-star random orange insect, one 1-star purple insect, one exotic shell, 4 bioessence, creature remains, and then resources. And you get some enhancement resins for building enhancements. So that way the free to play can do stuff. Lost Island fruit's super easy to get. Today's activity points, right? So being active, defeating wild creatures will get you some. Defeating Hornets will get you some. Collecting resources will get you some. So it's easy to get as a free-to-play player. Again, managing stamina consumption here versus taking layers, taking residences, coordinating with your alliance to ensure you're doing the right thing. On the note of alliance, technically matchmaking is supposed to take in the number of players that you have in your alliance and then also your power. The reason that's supposed to take in the number of players that you have in your alliance is because if you are at a deficit in clay, you will clearly not be able to match up with someone that has 100 people getting 550 clay a day, right? You won't be able to build like they will. However, if enough alliances aren't in your group, you could have 50 people in your alliance and be at a significant disadvantage because you're up against someone with 70, right? So the safest bet is to bring in 100 active players for gathering clay alone. Now, is it better to have farms or mains? I will say mains because you need heavy hitters in order to take layers and residences. But farms, which are more alt accounts, right? So at the point that I'd bring them in here would not be a farm. I'd bring in alt accounts that are well established, have special ants, maybe some purple insects that are 9-star. So that way they can take resource nodes, they can gain special season ants, and those special season ants will allow them to play on like the same playing field as those with T9s if they're not that developed. So I would bring alt accounts. I wouldn't bring farms. Yeah. So you should be 100 out of 100 in Alliance. You really want to push for that. And you want to power shed. You want to lose as much power as possible in the next week that this video is out. Kill event is this Sunday. Lose as much power during kill event as possible. You can lose power by overflowing your healing pool. And you can lose power by clicking on the healing pool. And then when your troop is up here, don't click select all, don't click heal. Click on the troop itself right here. And then you'll see the troop box pull up, and you'll be able to slide it to the left or right. And you can just dismiss all those ants. You want to drop power so that way you're not matched up against super strong alliances. Because while I'm telling everyone to drop power, one, I only reach 4,000 people. Right, I only have 4,000 subscribers. Two, while while I'm telling everyone to drop power, there are definitely people and there are definitely alliances that will not drop power because they want the harder matchups. So for the people that don't want that, the people that think that their alliance might not be there, I would strongly advise dropping power. War of the Kings gets back 50% of the resources. Kill Event gets back 100% of the resources. Create a Discord, get in with the other alliances, coordinate killing off troops. That's what I'd do. I'd lower my troops as much as possible. The next thing, and probably the final thing that I'll cover today, is that gathering is not as scary as I thought it was, right? Because you're only beating 1, 2, 3, and 4 resource nodes. A level 1 resource node still has 100 or 1 million leaves, right? A level 5 has, well, that's a thing. A level 5 has 1.35 million. And then a level 9 only has 1.55 million. And we can only access level 9 so far. And I guess since a Hornets right here, you can get an extra reward up to 20 times. So hunt Hornets as much as possible once they unlock, which isn't until after the first 24 hours. They give select choices, so you can just select sand. You get enhancement resin, and you get lost fruit. How does this compare, right? So 160 to 175 enhancement resin and 5 lost fruit. If I go and I look for a earwig level 17, I'm only getting 160 to 175 enhancement resin. Do not hunt earwigs over hunting the Hornets, because as you can see, the extra rewards are shared here. So you want to make sure that you hunt Hornets. Like you want to biasly hunt Hornets. And then again, if you guys have any questions that I don't cover in this video, I'd love to have them down in the comments. I plan on making another video tomorrow, so that way I can answer any questions that are asked down in the comments or in my Discord. I also try to share screenshots. There's a bunch of theories. We have Discord channels dedicated to trying to build this. And then Stan is going to be streaming with me Wednesday night, another live stream. 72-hour first impressions, what our thoughts are, and then sometime within the next week and a half, 2 weeks, before anyone else gets in, besides these initial 80 alliances, we'll be coming up with a tier list for the new special ants. So look forward to that. We will be doing a new tier list, including all the special ants. It'll obviously be hypothetical, because we won't be able to test them out, but I know a lot of people have been asking for that. All right, you guys, thanks for sticking along. This is about like a 25-30 minute video. I'm sorry, it's a lot of content. Hopefully what I'm saying makes a little bit of sense. If you have any questions, if what I said doesn't make any sense, please let me know down in the comments. Again, any questions down in the comments would be beneficial. I'll try and make a video tomorrow answering them. And then Stan and I will be doing another live stream Wednesday. Get his thoughts on the new content, get my thoughts on the new content, tier list out in the next week or so before anyone else gets in. Huge shout out to my Patreon. My microphone hopefully will be updated in the next week or two. I got that on order, so hopefully my sound quality sounds better. There's less background noise, trying to help you guys out, make better quality. You guys rock. The 4,000 subscriber giveaway again is going to be Lost Island, so leave that down in the comments too. You guys, I'm in the YouTube comments. I'm on Discord. I'm the most active person there. Or worst case scenario, you guys can catch me on server 260 or server 7. Until next time, y'all, stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry. Bye, y'all.